without the teeth, they live longer with the people with the teeth.
Yeah, but on average.
So this is sorry. This is refutation against survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
Or secondly, Darwinian evolution is not scientifically proven.
It is kind of.
Okay, tell me what.
We can see it in microorganisms like bacteria and virus. Remember COVID?
Okay,
Remember how it kept mutating and changing?
First, what is Darwinian evolution?
That's because it's the same principle.
No,
except for obviously we're way more complex and bigger, so it takes very longer for us.
What is Darwinian evolution?
What?
What is Darwinian evolution?
Okay, so the organisms change over time to fit their surroundings. So either if the
To change to what? To change to stay as.
physically change, or mentally sometimes like we did, but usually physically they change to adapt to their surroundings.
Okay, this is not a problem. This is to adapt to the environment.
Yeah.
But it's not Darwinian evolution. Darwinian evolution is that you evolve from one species to a completely different species.
Yeah, but
that's what Darwinian evolution.
That's
Because of a long process.
Yeah, exactly.
That's incorrect. Because why? Like even Richard Dawkins, when he was asked, they asked him, "Are you telling us that they asked him, how come we cannot observe Darwinian evolution?" He said, because you need a long process of time.
Exactly.
And we don't live longer. Okay, are you telling me there is no species that's been around for a million years? Is it time to? But there's not, because
there has. Joe, sharks.
Yeah.
They've been around for millions of years.
And they evolved to what?
No, they're the same.
So they have that's not Darwin evolution.
They're perfect and they don't need to change.
Brother, that's not Darwin evolution.
Same. Oh, what's that called?
Brother, you just proved my point. That's not Darwin evolution.
That's not, brother. If they don't need to change, why would they?
That's not Darwinian evolution. Darwin evolution. If you tell me shark evolved to wolf and we observe it, you have a point.
Why would a shark have to hunt on land?
But wait, brother. Wait.
Yeah, okay,
Firstly, shark sometimes hunting on the land. Have you seen shark because keep hunting on the land? They start living on the land? No, they keep living in the water. We don't have even a different type of a shark that live on the land. Okay, so my point here is you have to know what is evolution. Because I can bring to you, for example, here, a top scientist tells you that Darwinian evolution is a belief, it's not scientifically proven. Here, from the top scientist, not from Richard Dawkins, because Richard Dawkins is a popular scientist. I'm talking because remember there's a 3 levels of scientists. There is the just followers, like you one of them, you just follow scientists. I've respected, I'm not sure.
That's gone,
The second one, Richard Dawkins, Sam Harris, Stephen Hawking, not Stephen Hawking, Richard Dawkins, Sam Harris, Lawrence Krauss, the middle one, popular one.
And there's as in people that are like masters of their
the just popular.
Add to it. Is that what you're talking about?
Science that is not based upon, they're not honest. Okay, I can bring you the honest one here.
Okay.
Where is it? Oh my God, she shot too much.
No, it's annoying, isn't it? It's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, shouting is crazy, man.
I'd rather this kind of debate, even though we are kind of shouting over each other as well. Okay, so what are you showing me?
Here we go. Michael Roos.
Okay,
Michael Roos, you know him, eh?
Never heard of him. But
okay, that's what I'm saying. You see what I said, popular? Popular is you hear about scientists who are not proper scientists. They just became famous because of social media.
No, it's not with social media.
No.
If they win a Nobel Prize, then obviously they'll be famous, but that's because they actually have a significant...
If you go to a top scientist, they don't recognize Richard Dawkins as a top scientist.
Who?
If you go to a top scientist in American universities or British universities, for example, Peter Atkins. You know Peter Atkins? Peter Atkins is a British physicist, scientist. He's a world famous scientist. He's a profound scientist. Serious, here I'll show you Peter Atkins.
If you could show me some of his research or something.
Yeah, okay, maybe,
I've never heard of him, I'll be honest with you.
Okay, Peter Atkins, here, I'll show you. Peter Atkins. Here, Peter Atkins. Atkins, now this one.
Chemist.
Okay, he's 88, 3 years old.
Can you just search up what significant contributions to science he's made? I think that's his textbook. Just look
Yeah. He's a physical chemistry textbook now free. Okay, that's why it is.
Okay, so he just summarized a bunch of knowledge that we already know.
Said he. Richard Dawkins has not discovered nothing.
Yeah.
Richard Dawkins is not even what they call it. Like I said to you, Richard Dawkins he quotes him. He quotes Michael Roos as authority.
Wait. Okay, so how does Richard Dawkins tie into this? So,
like I said to you, there's different levels of scientists.
Yeah, okay.
There is the popular one that became famous because of social media.
No, but it's not social media. It's because they summarize data. And then they
Tell me some evolution Dawkins discovered.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, I'll give you. He became popular.
I can't hear you.
No, but I'm not saying he discovered something, but he can condense knowledge that we have, even if he hasn't discovered anything new. He can condense it in textbooks, and then other people, future scientists, can learn from those textbooks.
But,
so he's still very useful.
No, the other scientists, they mock him for his books and guess God and guess.
Because he could be incorrect.
Yeah.
That sometimes happens.
Anyway, let me get you the Michael Ruse, okay, evolutionist, philosopher of science. He's also another honest man. He writes, evolution is a religion.
Okay, well that's one person.
But anyway, he's an atheist, by the way, evolutionist.
Okay, that's right, yeah.
You know, when it comes to witness, if I bring a Muslim to testify for me as a Muslim, you don't take his testimony. Because why? Generally speaking, he's going to be biased, all right? But if you bring evolutionist, scientists, atheists, to testify against evolution, that is more, what they call it, the term, account,
well established, or
more legitimate. Yeah, more legitimate, that's the word for it, more legitimate. So there is not just him, there's other ones, okay? There's George Kleins, cell biologist, you know him?
No, I just
atheist, yeah?
That's right.
I'm an agnostic, and I'm an agnostic, I'm an atheist.
Yeah.
My attitude is not based on science. Okay. My point here is what I'm going to show you.
Okay,
Darwinian evolution, yourself, when I asked you give me a living example of Darwinian evolution, you gave me something which does not prove Darwinian evolution. You told me shark evolved to what? Different shark. Is this still a shark?
Yeah, but again,
that's not Darwinian evolution.
But they evolved. They got bigger teeth. They got bigger fins. They swam faster.
Regardless,
depending on their prey.
Regardless, brother. Look. If
you can see stages of evolution, like a frog, it's like between a fish.
That's called jumping the gap. Jumping the gap is like me. It's like me seeing someone look like a fox, and I say, you know what? I have a theory. I think we came from fox. Why? Because this guy look like a fox. There is human. I met people who look like they have like a fox figure. You agree with that? Yeah?
Well,
so, brother, there is some people you know.
Okay, but like even
anyway, my point here is
okay,
Darwinian evolution is not scientifically proven because the method of science. What is it?
Actually, can I ask you something? You mentioned earlier about like using our intellect. That's how you said like we know God exists because we're using our intellect. Would you not agree that maybe Darwinian evolution is also using our intellect? It's using logic. That obviously, if a species is better adapted to its surroundings, it's going to pass its genes on. And then obviously, if a mutation occurs within that species that further improves its survivability within the environment, it's going to keep reproducing, and that's how evolution happens, stage by stage by stage.
No,
for billions of years. These are hundreds of thousands.
No, that's jumping the gap.
Millions. But it's not jumping the gap.
Jumping the gap, brother.
It's graduate.
Brother, look. Like I said to you, they asked. Okay, go ahead.
So obviously, sharks are not just going to immediately develop legs.
Okay.
But it's going to slowly happen.
No problem. How long sharks been around?
Billions of years.
How come they don't evolve to completely different species?
Because they don't need to.
Huh?
That's what I'm saying. They don't need to.
But if we say brother, wait, I like to pin down people. I have respect. Yeah, I don't like to digress. So you told me that the shark is a proof for Darwinian evolution, and you told me being there billion years ago.
Okay.
And I told you that Richard Dawkins, when he was asked, how come we don't observe Darwinian evolution? He said because we don't live longer life.
Yeah.
Then you try to encounter my argument by saying, no, the shark has been there for a billion years. So therefore, logic dictates now, as you said, we should use our logic, is a time for shark to evolve to completely different species. But what we see, adaptation. And adaptation, for example, I'm from Algeria. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm from Algeria, okay? I'm not released to cold. But my children born in this country, they'll be adapted to the environment.
Yeah.
They adapt to, they get used to the cold and so on.
Okay,
that's not Darwin evolution, brother.
No, that is.
No, absolutely. I mean, brother, you're gonna be online. They say that's Darwin evolution.
Came from Africa. Okay, do you agree that the first human, like Homo sapien ancestor, came from Africa?
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay,
I don't. That's a belief.
do you think that if, for example,
Do you agree with that, by the way?
what, that we came?
That the first person came from Africa. Hang on.
Yes.
Hang on, step by step. So,
Okay, so
is
can I argue why? Because we can trace the earliest humans' remains to Africa.
But recently they're found in Germany, earlier than the one in Africa.
No, they're not. We can tell you we can trace
I
them,
saw
right?
it. I saw the Germany one.
We're talking about Utsil, but that's the first completely intact. So they found him frozen. That's
In Germany,
Yeah.
earlier than the one in
That's
Africa.
not the oldest. We found like bone remains that are older. But Utsil, it's like you can see the flesh and everything. That's why he's special, because he's frozen, he's preserved. And we can study the flesh of a person from, I think it's 10,000 years ago.
How long?
What makes him special. But
How long he said?
I think it's like 10,000. I might not be sure.
That's not old. I mean, they talk about million years ago.
It might be. No, it won't be millions.
100,000.
No.
But anyway, we have to understand, just make you understand something.
Yeah.
You know, scientists, they have prior belief.
Yeah. obviously.
Okay?
And so do Muslims.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to utilize science to prove Islam is true.
Yeah.
I'm not, because there is some Muslims who misuse science to prove Islam.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and we call them out on it for it. That's what we do. We call them out. They come, for example, about Big Bang, and they say it's in the Quran, which is not true. It's not in the Quran.
Yeah, okay,
you see?
Yeah.
So they go twist Allah's verses, the Quranic verses, to fit in the Darwinian, the scientific discoveries. Okay? Well, we call them out on it because we are not in need of science to prove Islam is the truth. Islam stands for itself. To go back to now, for example, when you come to scientists, majority of them, generally speaking, they have a prior belief. So when they discover something, always they're going to try to explain it according to their beliefs. Do you agree with that? Okay. So now even us,
Same
even...
could be said with Muslims, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I just said that already.
It reflects, it's like a mirror, yeah.
I just said that. I just said that.
Yeah, okay, that's
I just said
right.
that.
Go ahead.
But the point here is that even when you say the oldest human being is in Africa, according to science, that is incorrect because science can change, correct?
Okay, yes.
Is it possible that we can find someone from England to be the oldest?
We could technically, but we would have found
No,
it
no,
by
but
now.
no,
Yeah.
we cannot because we don't know a lot of. We haven't not digged every part of the earth. That's incorrect to say that.
I understand that.
That's why scientists say.
That's fine. I understand that, but you have to realize we have found most of the oldest remains in Africa.
The oldest ever, or according to our knowledge.
We can date them. Carbon dating.
No, we know.
We can use them.
Brother, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. For example, you're missing the point. Can we say this is the oldest human bones ever, or according to our knowledge?
No, that we found.
According to our knowledge?
Well, that we found, yes.
I know.
According to your knowledge, yeah.
According to your knowledge, yeah. So therefore, logically speaking, now it's possible that we can find. You have to listen to me, brother.
No, I understand.
Don't wait for us. So it's possible to find a bones that is way older than the one in Africa and another part of the world. And you said it's incorrect to say we have searched everywhere. We haven't searched everywhere. Recently, we just found in Philippines one of the biggest forests in the world. Recently.
Forests?
Yeah. You haven't seen it?
We haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
Found, like,
Yeah, we found it. Yeah.
The
They were digging.
centuries.
Yeah. They found it like 2 years back.
Well, like, what did they find? Like
A forest. So they were digging, and there was a big hole. Then there's a cave.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
There's a forest inside a cave.
Yeah.
I remember this.
Yeah.
You can prove this to me. I'll be
Of
very
course.
genuine.
Okay, Akhi, search it, please. A forest, or you can send it to Akhi.
While you're searching,
So
let's talk about the whole...
So it's incorrect. No, the conclusion is you have to take it back by saying we searched every place. We haven't.
No, well, okay, can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay, we know diamonds are created in mountains, yeah? Like they created in mountains. Most diamonds...
Forest or the discovery about, I think either, sorry, either jungle or forest, one of them.
Yeah, okay, but like diamonds are created in mountains. Okay. So we know, so we will always search in mountains to find diamonds. You won't go to a beach and be like, well, technically, the biggest diamond ever could be found on the beach. Because most of them, everything we found is created in mountains, right? So
Everything we?
All the diamonds we know are created in mountains. So you won't go searching to a beach and be like, well, technically, biggest diamond could exist on a beach.
So
that's the same with England. Every single, oldest, really old human remain that we found has been from Africa. So you
No, but I told you we found one in Germany recently. They found one in Germany.
That's the oldest preserved. So it's in, we find bones in Africa.
But it's older than the one in Africa.
No, they're not.
So we don't.
No, the ones in Africa
that's
are older.
incorrect. That's
No, I can tell you.
Brother,
You can check
that's.
You can check the oldest fossil
Brother,
remains.
logically speaking,
Check
it's
the oldest fossil remains and then check what's still there.
Brother, this is argument of Africa. That's why Darwin, it was a racist person. Because how you racist, when you evolve, if evolution came from Africa, so therefore the humans from Africa first, then we came from the Africans.
Yeah.
So which one better in intellect and which one is better in form? Is it the African or the white people? Because every time you get evolved, you get better and stronger.
No, you get better in exactly what you need. So white people evolved to survive in colder climates. Africans, obviously, they remained in hotter climates, so they didn't need change.
So how come they don't survive here?
What?
How come this African survived here?
No, they can't survive, but we're better adapted here.
It's not making no sense, to be honest. I have respect.
Okay,
you're talking about adaptation, which any human being agree with it. I don't need Darwinian to tell me that if I move to Africa and stay there for 10 years, 15 years. The point here is, can you give me... just to conclude, can you give me a living example of Darwinian evolution, which is move species to one species? Go ahead.
Okay, I can give you an example because it happens slowly over time. So you're not going to jump from one species, you're not going to jump from monkey to human in one evolution.
Haven't observed.
Has it ever been observed?
No, it can't be observed because it happens over thousands.
So that is not scientifically proven.
No,
It's not scientifically proven.
Can I
That's it.
argue something? With smaller organisms which are less complex, like viruses and bacteria, which are single cell, unlike us, which are trillion cell organisms, they like procreate every 20 minutes. So their evolution, so to speak, happens more often. That's why, generally, during COVID, there's new variants like every few months.
That's not evolution,
That
Baba.
is evolution. That is them changing. That is them changing because a virus does not want its host to die because a virus wants to procreate.
Baba,
yes?
do we have the nature of survival of the fittest?
Yes, exactly. No,
Okay.
Can I
So how can we observe weak people living longer than healthy people?
What?
How can we have observed weak people?
Yeah.
That people that they're literally weak, they cannot, like they have no food, nothing.
Yeah.
Living longer than the people who are fit. Brother, what are you doing?
No, that's a good point. I'm not arguing. That's a good point. But on average, who will live longer? The fitter, the stronger, or the weaker and the smaller? On average,
Depends, Baba.
Exactly. So the stronger, the fitter will live longer than the weaker. And the thing, obviously, sometimes you can get weaker people living.
They live longer, yes.
Same as
You can get people on a coma live longer, then they come back to life, and healthy people die.
Exactly.
So that is clear refutation against survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest, someone who's stronger.
Happen, but on average, we're talking about averages here. We take a population of billions.
But anyway, can you give me an example? We just ask you, can you give us an example? Because let me tell you, scientists, what is scientists? Scientific method is collection of data based upon observation through experimentation. Give me an observable proof for Darwinian evolution. One species evolving to completely different species. Don't give me this argument because it becomes a faith. If you tell me because of a long time, therefore it's not scientifically proven. It's just a faith.
Okay, yes, but I'm saying we can use.
So you agree it's a faith?
No. We can use logic to determine. We can't prove it because we don't have thousands, millions of years, but we can observe it in smaller organisms, and also we get fossil records to prove that this stuff happened. Yes?
No, we can't.
Yes, we do.
Fossils,
Yes,
sorry,
we do.
Akhi, the fossils is not a proof.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not, because imagine now, I believe we came from, fossils not proof. Because why? I'll tell you why. It's a good,
go ahead.
that's a good question. Okay. Imagine I keep digging, I find part of a dog. Then I keep digging, I find part of a rabbit. Keep digging, find part of a fox. Then I put it together and I make a name for that animal I made.
Okay.
That doesn't mean the animal existed. That's just me making it up. So to say fossils is a proof. This is one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life, which many people repeat after scientists. Even dinosaur, we don't even know how the dinosaur looked. Someone made it up, but we still believe that is a dinosaur. You see how much we blind follow science?
So are you saying now that we could be accidentally misplacing fossils?
Without any person, without any doubt. Happened in England. Are you aware of the England one?
No. Yeah, obviously
50 years ago, they discovered a skull, and they said it's the missing link. And it was in, do you know where it was? Not in a mosque, not in a church, not in a synagogue. It was in a British museum. For 50 years, that they were celebrating that we have found a missing link. Where? In Britain. Then they found that it was fake.
Okay, and
so for 50 years, people that believed, imagine you have people like you who try to defend evolution, they were like you, that time defending the missing link. Then you found out. What I would say to you, bro, look, I'm very surprised. You believe in God, correct?
Yes, I do.
So,
I believe in God, but
you believe in evolution.
I believe in evolution and God. I know
that's contradiction.
I understand that those are contradictions.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused.
I don't necessarily believe God has to micromanage us and make sure that humans created, dogs are created. I think He just kind of left us and let us do whatever. But I do think God comes in every now and then and helps us out. I'm sure you've had moments in your life where, like, the odds of something happening has just been impossible, but it has worked out in your favor. I'm sure that's happened, right?
Say again, how do you hear you?
I'm sure that in your life you've experienced something where the odds of something happening in your favor have been very small, right? But they have happened.
Something happened in my favor?
Yeah, in your favor. So something that happened to you that was good, but was very unlikely to happen.
Yeah, from God,
Exactly.
Many times, not just one time, many times.
Exactly.
But
I believe that's where God comes in.
No, that's not an analogy, because why? Now again, when you look to God now, in order for us to know what God should do, what should not do, should we use our intellect or we go back to God's teaching? We go back to God's teaching. So God's teaching does not teach us what you just said. This is called deism. What you just said is deism, it's not Christianity. You're a Christian, but you have a deism belief, which is God created us, then He left us for ourselves to do everything. No. In the Bible, likewise in the Quran, likewise in the other scriptures, God controlled everything. You know what I'm saying? And like I said to you, brother, look, you keep repeating adaptation, utilized as a proof for Darwinian evolution. So therefore, we don't have a living, observable Darwinian evolution proof. We don't have. What we have an explanation.
You're taking microevolution and macroevolution and putting them under the same umbrella. That's the issue. They're two separate things.
Okay.
The macroevolution is the thing that you can't observe.
Can I ask you one thing? What is your understanding of evolution?
I know evolution takes.
Define evolution.
Okay, evolution. It takes time. I'm not going to say to you it happens over time.
Yeah, no,
okay.
let you finish.
It takes time. So there's a long process for species to evolve to different species.
Okay.
I understand that. No doubt about that. I'm not saying it happened overnight. Okay.
That's all right.
Okay. So now even that one I can easily tell you. How come, if this is the case, so there was a time, we as a human beings, there were billion of us, or not billion, thousands of us, who were mixed. Part of us was human, evolved into human, or mixed with the colonial apes, because apes we have our common ancestor. We have common ancestor. No. I mean, even that one, hang on. If we have common ancestor, so how come our brain is different than the brain? How come we have different intellect than the intellect of the monkey? Who decide we should have our intellect should be different and more organized than the intellect of the monkey?
That's a very good point.
Yeah, answer it.
So what happened is that we were in a situation or in an environment that we needed to use. We needed to develop higher intellect.
Who's we?
Humans, prehistoric humans.
No, wait. We came
thousands of years ago. Well, as we were splitting off from our common ancestor, right? So monkeys here, us here, yeah?
We're monkey. No, step by step. So monkeys here, where here?
Right now we're common ancestor, yeah?
Yes.
And then
Okay.
monkey, human, right?
No, but before monkey,
that's exactly what I'm saying,
before monkey human.
Yeah.
Before we went monkey human, who gave the intellect to the monkey different than a human being? No, before we go, because if we only separated, therefore it has to be starting point. So the starting point here, we separated, correct? So who decided that we have this intellect which allow us to create, to build, to have complete the intellect than the monkeys? What happened?
That's a very good question. Exactly,
Yes, answer it.
It happened gradually. So gradually we got smarter than apes. Apes remained,
Okay,
very gradually.
Step by step. So we were together. So this happened. We were together or we were separated.
We were separated. So we humans, our ancestors, had to survive in an environment where we had to have slightly higher intelligence.
Okay, so we were separated. Basically,
increasing until we developed tools.
Step by step. So we were separated. Monkeys went to a place. And we went to a different place, which required us different. Hang on.
It could be as simple as that.
Wait. We live in the same place. I mean, we came from Africa. So the humans in Africa, they were the monkeys in Africa.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about?
No, but it could be
the same environment, no?
Yeah. No, I understand.
That's the assumption that you're making.
You're just making it up, man. Wallahi, this is ridiculous. Wallahi, how you believe that? Okay, Baba. So we separated. Somehow we have a smarter intellect than the monkeys, but we will live in the same environment.
Yeah, okay, but listen.
So who decided to have smart
intellect? You're still thinking of this change being like this.
No, I'm not. It takes time, correct?
But how small it is at the beginning.
I understand that.
It's so very small. And then as our intellect increased, obviously we didn't need
So what caused our intellect to increase? Why? Is the environment?
It could just be literally. We went to a different.
Just assumption. You know what Allah says in the Quran? So to keep cutting you, but I'll tell you what Allah says in the Quran. بل إنهم إلا يخرصون. You just guesswork. Could be, maybe, it's no certainty at all. You should be honest with yourself, step by step. You know what? It's true. I keep saying could be, maybe. It could be, maybe. Are you certain? You're not certain because you just guesswork. Okay? This is an argument. That's why I like to pin down the Darwinian evolutionists, because you like to use big words to confuse layman people. No, you. But I'm talking generally speaking.
Okay.
So therefore, to go back to your point, we separated.
Yes.
We were living in a different. We were out of Africa or still in Africa.
So So at the very beginning, I've been in Africa, and then our common ancestors moved into Europe, Asia, and then America.
Wait. Before.
Yes.
We evolved to human. Now we are human. Yes.
Yeah. But
that happened. We were
very early humans.
No problem.
Yeah, exactly.
That happened Africa or a different place.
So it happened in Africa, but Africa is not all just one.
So the humans are in Africa.
Yeah.
Were they lesser intellect than us, or we were smarter, or they were same?
Humans right now, in comparison to the humans that just before they left Africa.
Before they left Africa.
Yeah. At that point, yes.
Yeah.
But obviously, as time went on, we got smarter because our tools got more advanced.
We got smarter where?
Because our tools got more advanced.
We got smarter where?
We got smarter in Africa, in Europe, everywhere.
But the monkeys in Africa, why didn't they get smarter?
Because they never started using tools.
What do you mean? The monkeys do use tools.
No, they don't. Oh, are you talking about the spearfishing or orangutan?
So the environment, using tools make you smarter?
What?
So using tools make you smarter?
Yes. No, obviously it does. Okay,
Anyway, but I have
sorry,
respect, which
can I
is
ask you something?
it's
Who
not
do you
making
think
no
is smarter?
sense.
Who do you think is smarter? A scientist from 100 years ago or a scientist from now?
Depends. What do you mean by smart? Define
As
it
in, like
in a
a
way.
top scientist.
In everything, or in what way?
A top scientist, top physicist.
Like, you know,
From 100 years ago or from now?
again, define. What do you mean by the discovery? Give me
No, as in,
discovery.
like their general knowledge, like their IQ.
Yeah.
Yes.
General knowledge could be, and now they have more knowledge about. Yes.
Yeah, so obviously their IQ has to increase to compensate for that knowledge.
Yeah, because now
I mean,
we have.
you do see an increase in IQ as time goes on. Like if you go back and you take IQ statistics from the past.
Yeah, but we're
on
good.
average.
But we have scientists. There could be scientists in the past, like philosophers. There's philosophers in the past, but in the philosophers our time.
Outliers. Again, this is the
Hang on,
outliers
so that's
example.
refute the argument of evolving.
but
If we have philosophers in the past,
Scientists of today might have machinery that they use today. Scientists back then didn't have access to. It doesn't mean they were smart.
That's outliers again.
but anyway,
we still have geniuses
so,
now.
brother, so therefore you cannot answer what give us sound intellect and did not give the monkey sound intellect, even though we came from a common ancestor.
Yes.
You're saying it could be maybe. Well, I would say to you, look, like I said to you, there's an honest scientist. They tell you that Darwinian evolution is a belief for them to replace religion.
Yeah.
It's not scientifically
It does not
proven.
replace religion.
No, I'm not saying
It
you.
helps me understand the world more.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying it does help. I mean, what do they call it? They will tell you honestly. Have you watched the documentary, The Expelled Ones?
What is it about?
It's a nice documentary. It was made by a Jewish journalist in USA when he went to many universities in America, in Paris, and he found out if the scientists are speaking about God instead of Darwinian evolution, they will be taking him out. Okay, so therefore there is what? There's agenda. There's agenda. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So if you have the truth, why you have to remove people because they differ than you? The point here is to go back. Darwinian evolution is one of the biggest lie that ever invented by a human being. Okay, and like I said to you, it's just a different religion, which you yourself you cannot give us.
Something with the removal. Does the same thing not happen in Arabic? So if I were to go to Arabic countries and someone was preaching Christianity in like a really radical Arabic country, would they also not get removed?
No, if you're a Christian, live there, no problem. You can live there.
No, but if, like in some really radical Arabic country,
No. It cannot be if you claim to be, for example, in our country we say clearly, you cannot come, for example, in Saudi, you cannot come and build church. They tell you openly, clearly.
Yeah.
But they will be hypocrite if they tell you our country is a democratic country,
Yes.
but when you come, they stop you from everything. Yes? That will be hypocrite. But the scientists, especially the atheist scientists, they claim they have the absolute freedom. You can say whatever you like.
Yes.
But on the other hand, they are kicking out people from universities because they are not speaking directly, just indirectly speaking about God. That's called hypocrisy.
Yeah.
You see?
No,
That's
they
different.
Don't keep people.
Yeah, sure, you can watch it's 2 hours of commentary called The Expelled Ones. What we say to you, look, yeah, the Expelled Ones, it's known, Expelled.
You're saying you believe in God.
Yes.
Can you not see that everything around us is created with a purpose?
Yeah. No.
So how could you say that God just leaves
Purpose
us?
of
and then
survival.
created me and you with a
No,
purpose?
purpose of survival. It wants to survive.
God just
We're
created us
created
to
to survive. Yes, exactly.
That's the purpose. Where did you get this from?
Wait. That's the Bible teaching. God never created us to survive.
Yes.
If God created us to survive, it doesn't make any sense. So let us hear him correctly. Yeah? That's why I like to pin down people.
No, I understand. That is where my beliefs do kind of
But
go
if
over the
God-
Bibles.
No,
But
sorry.
that, like, looking at the world, we can see that every single creature
Okay,
is
that's
like,
the one. Expelled, no intelligence allowed. It's 2 hours. The commentary by his name is Ben.
It's 3.7 out of 10. Would that not signify something maybe is wrong with it?
I just call it red herring
3.7.
because why you're that's
don't know.
that's not how you
I
you
know,
look
I
at
understand
it.
that, but-
Yeah, but anyway, the point here is the point here. So I mean, look, be honest, man. I mean, like, if we are only created for the purpose of survival, just to survive, yeah.
Okay.
So therefore, why a mother, if she sees her child about to die, she will put herself in danger in order for her child to live.
We survive and then we try to procreate. So obviously.
Brother, I'll ask you that. Imagine our purpose, brother. No, wait.
Our parents.
Is our purpose? We are here to survive. Yes or no? What is our purpose for Darwin evolution?
I defined it wrong. To survive over a species is
Over
our purpose.
Over what?
Over what do you mean over what?
Wait.
It's
That's
just
what I'm saying.
survival of species is our priority. That's
For
why-
us to survive
that's why
or
we
not?
prioritize our kids over our own
Wait.
lives,
Okay.
Because they are our future.
Okay, there is people who will sacrifice their own life for the sake of the animals.
Okay, they're just very, I don't know,
That's what I'm saying.
No, but like,
Your
so
argument is bad.
But that's empathy.
Your argument is very bad.
That's empathy.
I mean, like, your argument is very bad. That's what I'm saying. Our purpose here, even is not just to survive.
So what do you think?
Even
our
the
purpose
animals,
is
even
to
the animals.
protect? Is that what you say?
No, our purpose is greater than that. Our purpose here to worship the Creator. That's one of them.
Okay.
Our purpose here as a test. God tests us. Okay.
Yes.
Our purpose here to recognize one another. One of the purpose of this creation for God to implement His names and attributes. Not like the atheists. What you believe or what you are trying to defend will lead you to atheism, which is Darwinian evolution.
Yeah.
It leads you to atheism. God, when He creates us in the Bible or in the Quran, the Old Testament, the New Testament, for us to worship God. You understand? Like, God gave you life.
Yes.
Okay. Imagine you're about to die. You're about to die, and I saved you. You're not even my son. And even again, I'm going to save you, not even my son. You have nothing to do with me. If I saved your life, what would you say to me?
I'd say thank you.
Would you remember me all the time?
Would I remember you all the time?
Yeah.
Yes.
I saved your life.
Yeah.
So why are you not grateful and remember who gave your life for free?
I am grateful to God.
So therefore,
I'm always grateful. God is
so your purpose to be grateful to God.
I've had a lot of luck in my life, and I understand that a lot of that is due to God.
Yes. So
But I don't think God micromanages every single thing. I definitely.
it's not about what you think. It's about what God said.
Yeah.
If God said He controls everything and He created everything,
And
why
I'm
I'm going to leave?
But
Sorry,
I'm not
sorry.
saying my beliefs perfectly align with Christianity.
No,
I'm not saying that.
No, no, no,
We're
no.
arguing about evolution here, not about my beliefs.
But what I'm saying, anyway, let's just summarize evolution, then we talk about God.
Okay.
Darwinian evolution was just established, you agree or not, established clearly, it's not scientifically proven. You cannot give us an observable, which is a scientific method.
did give you observable.
No, you give an adaptation, brother. And there's difference
That
between.
is what evolution is. It's small adaptations.
It's not
which
observation.
add up to
Brother,
something
be
bigger.
honest, I'll be honest.
No, I'm being honest.
Okay.
And that is what it is.
Okay. Darwin scientific method
Yes.
is not to explain, it's to observe something happen, not once, over and over again. Okay? So this is what I call observable. As for me, see, adaptations that start bringing my own explanation, this is not observable. This me inserting my own belief to explain a phenomenon that is taking place within the creation. Understand that?
Okay.
And this goes back to my belief. Again, that's why, I'm sorry you not speak loud. Do forgive me.
No, you're good.
I'm okay, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
don't worry.
Because some people just say Shamsi speak loud.
No, you're
and
good.
yeah, okay.
That's
So
good,
my
at least
point
you
here
get it.
is, السلام عليكم. كيف الحال طيب؟ بخير.
صار زمان بتابعك وهي
عفواً،
اول مره
سوري.
بجي لندن
Yeah.
وشفتك شخصيا
بارك الله فيك. جزاك الله خير.
يجزيك الخير بارك
الله خير. ها؟
حضرتك من المغرب
من الجزائر.
ما شاء الله الله يبارك
بارك الله. What I was going to say, sorry. Huh? There's the camera.
Yeah, I'm grand. Yeah.
But it's مجنون لدي أخي بحلي.
Okay. So my point here is
Okay, what's your point?
that you cannot give us an observable because there's difference between explanation of something that you see and that something that is observable. Okay? For example, now if I see blood on the floor,
Yes.
if I have a belief that every time there's blood on the floor, this person must go stabbed. That's my belief.
Okay.
I have a belief. So therefore, if I see blood, what happened? Someone got stabbed. That's a wrong conclusion. Because maybe someone just scratched himself. Maybe someone just bleed from his nose. Do you understand my point?
understand your point, yeah.
Yeah, it's not even blood. Maybe something else. But the point is, if it's a blood, there's different explanation. So me explaining the blood to be someone got stabbed, that's not observable proof. That's an explanation. Observable proof if I see the person got stabbed or if I look at the person himself and I see there's a stabbing, clearly it's a knife. So the point here is, when we ask you to give us observable, I mean, they asked Richard Dawkins, he couldn't answer it.
Yeah. Okay, but that's one scientist.
I mean,
Out
the
of-
scientists
out of
can answer it. You can
Hundreds
answer
of
it.
thousands, millions. Okay, can I
They
go
can
back to
answer it. Anyway,
the
tell us
observable-
about God.
Can I go back to the observable thing? The issue with defining everything, like our entire belief about the world, about things that we can only observe, is that things that happen over a really long time, like I don't know, the formation
No, I didn't say that. No.
of mountains or continental drift, we can't observe that in our
I
lifetime.
didn't say that, no. I'm
Yeah.
saying you misunderstood me.
Okay.
I'll make repeat myself again. I'm saying to say something scientifically proven,
Yes.
the scientists lay down a method, okay?
Okay.
So, for example, now I haven't seen my great-grandfather, okay? But I don't believe the only way to prove my grandfather exists has to be through scientific method.
Yeah.
But the scientists, they tell you, in order for something to be scientifically proven, there is a method that has to go through it, which is one of the collection of data based upon observation through experimentation has to be repeatable, okay? Then you come to a conclusion. Now we have not observed Darwinian evolution. We are observing completely different thing. Then we start inserting or bringing our own belief to explain it and to fit it in with Darwinian evolution. Do you understand my point?
No,
so again, there's no observable Darwinian evolution.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you understand my point now?
The issue with theories.
Theory. It's a theory. It's a theory. I shouldn't even use it. So it's a theory then. You're done.
I've been debating with this one in a while. Jesus Christ, man, you're too good at this.
You're too good at this. You have to be on point.
Oh, it's all going to be clipped now, isn't it? No, it's grand.
Look, what point is a theory, therefore, when we waste our time.
I was going to say, but no, okay, so if we base, as I said,
I was going to ask you something else because we're not going nowhere here. I was going to ask you a question that, look, in order for us to speak about God, should we utilize our intellect alone or we should go back to God to tell us about himself? Both, okay?
Both.
So, but if God tell us something about himself...
we should also not solely rely on God for our understanding of the world and the universe.
Hang on.
I think we should also come to our own conclusions.
Wait.
Because that is also using our higher intellect.
No.
Sorry.
Do
you know what is the root cause here? You profess yourself to be a Christian, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What's happening right now? I don't think you believe the Bible is a reliable source of information.
I've said this a few
So
times.
because you're based on your natural disposition, that there's a higher being, now you have to concoct a way, okay, how did we come to existence? So you don't believe the Bible to be your foundation now. So now you're just relying on your natural disposition. And that's what you have to do.
I know that is an issue with my beliefs. I'm completely acknowledging that.
Exactly.
But, however, we are arguing about evolution.
Yeah, no problem.
Not my beliefs. So, like,
but what we're talking about God here, if God, the all-knower of everything, the creator of everything, if he said something, it must be the truth because he knows about his creation better than anyone else. Do you agree with that?
Yeah,
that's okay. So when you look to the Quran, we can prove why the Quran is the speech of Allah. Okay? One of the miracles of the Quran, when you look to Jesus' time, the Greeks at that time, or the Romans, they were very advanced in medicine.
Yeah.
So God gave a miracle to Jesus, which is similar to medicine, or medicine, but it's beyond human capacity, which is bringing dead people to life. Bringing dead people to life, medicine cannot do it. Doctors cannot do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So when Jesus gave that, when Allah gave him that miracle, because something that time was widespread, which is.
Are you talking about the resurrection?
No. Jesus bringing dead people to life.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus, not himself. No, Jesus. Yes. The time of Moses, they were very experts and well versed in magic. Okay. You know that?
Yeah, I didn't know that, but all right.
Yeah. If you read the Old Testament, they were known for it.
Okay.
Witchcraft. They were very good at it. So Allah gave to Moses.
What magic?
Moses' time. Do you remember they used to practice magic Pharaoh time?
I mean miracles?
No.
To chain the snakes.
Yeah, the snakes. You remember in the Old Testament?
That's like tricks,
Yeah, magic. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
You're talking about like tricks. You're not talking
Illusion.
about actual like hocus pocus. You know.
No. Like
No. They were what I'm saying, the illusion, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no white magic, black magic, brother. There's no white magic and black magic. This is a Western figure. We're only magic.
Are they illusions based on?
Even the black magic, even they want to be racist to magic as well. They say black magic. White magic is good one. There's only magic in Islam.
Okay. But you describe the magic as illusions. But are the illusions based on deception or actual magic? Like, are they based on actual miracles or just people being able to control like what you're observing at a given moment?
There are different types of magic, like working with the demon, with Satan, with the jinn, which is something human cannot do. Okay, without the help of Satan. My point here is Allah gave to Moses something which seems like magic, but is beyond. Okay. Like you said about illusion, you know.
Okay, yeah.
When
what
Allah,
was the magic? Can I just
basically when the magicians or Pharaoh, they throw away their sticks.
Yeah.
People look at them as snakes, moving like snakes. Yes. Okay. But when Moses, it was illusion.
Yeah.
It was not real. But when Moses threw his stick, literally turned into a big snake that ate all the sticks. Yeah. So the magicians.
Not to cut you out, but how is it an illusion then if the snakes were, if that one snake can eat those two snakes?
No, the snake that ate all the snakes was not illusion. It was real.
Yeah, but you said the other ones were illusions. So how were they able to eat it if they
It's
were
the
illusions?
sticks which appear to people to be snakes.
Right.
Okay.
So you said they were illusions though.
Yeah, because people thought it was real snakes, but they were not real snakes. It became illusion. What is it? When you think you see something.
But they ate the two snakes though.
Huh?
They ate the one snake, the snake that Moses had, ate the other two.
Yeah, no.
How is the other two snakes illusion?
Because illusion means, for example, I can trick you to think I did something, which it didn't happen. It's not real. That's called illusion.
So you're saying that the one snake didn't eat the two snakes?
No, the speak to him, explain to him anyway. So my point here is, so anyway, sorry. So Moses, this is that which people, when the magicians saw what Moses did, they knew what Moses did is beyond human capacity.
Exactly, yeah.
Now we're coming to
And
Islam.
when he split the Red Sea and all that.
That's we come to Prophet Muhammad. I take him because Prophet Muhammad said, when Prophet Muhammad came, during his lifetime, the people were very good at speaking, eloquent in their speech. They were doing poems, yes?
Yes.
From the top of their head, they will say a poem on the spot, consists of 500 lines.
Yes.
So when Prophet Muhammad came, who was not a poet, he came with the Quran, which is a poetic style.
Yeah.
But the people knew it's beyond poems.
Yeah,
okay?
I know, yeah, no, I've heard
Which
about that,
in the Quran, Allah challenged, Prophet Muhammad came and he challenged the people to bring something like it.
Yes.
In its eloquency, in its legislation, prophecy, structure, and so on, yeah?
Okay.
So remember, his enemies, they were looking for anything to invalidate his prophethood.
Yeah.
So because he was so confident what he has is from God, he challenged them.
Yes.
And we know a liar, he will not challenge people because he knows what he has is a lie.
exactly,
It's not true. But if you know you have something from God, so you are so confident to challenge anyone to bring something like it. When you know it's a miracle from God, okay? So we know historically speaking now, which is the verses still in the Quran, that if you are in doubt about Prophet Muhammad and about the Quran that's not from God, bring something like it in its eloquency, in its legislation, in its prophecies, in its structure, in its legislation. And yet, the Christians, they try to do everything to invalidate Islam, but none of them try to invalidate the Quran. Okay? Likewise, one of the miracles of the Quran, that Allah said in the Quran, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. We have made Quran easy to be memorized. That is a claim in the Quran, which happened 1,400 years ago. Can we verify this claim to be true or not? Yes, we can. So Allah said that this book, Allah told us in the Quran that He will preserve this book. They will memorize it. Now if you go to Africa, Asia, Europe, Muslims at the age of 9 and 10, they don't know Arabic language. Memorize the Quran word for word and letter for letter. Okay? So how a man that exists 1,400 years ago will tell you this book will be memorized and easy to be memorized by people? Imagine you and I and all of us here, we memorize this book like that, the fiqh of this book in Chinese. But guess what? We don't even speak Chinese. This doesn't happen at all.
No, yeah, obviously it'll be very hard.
It will be very it's something beyond human capacity to understand it. How these hundred thousands of people that don't even speak Chinese, they memorize a book in Chinese language, yes?
Actually, can I ask you one thing? Have you memorized the Quran?
Not all of it, a lot of chapters, alhamdulillah.
Exactly, so it is also like you have to really study it. Because I can see you know Islam as a religion very well.
Yeah.
You still don't have the Quran.
But I've read the Quran many times, but I memorized a lot of chapters,
Exactly, yeah. So clearly it's not like a really easy thing to do then. Otherwise you would have memorized it by now.
No, it's not because it's easy. No, because I've been busy. It's not the Quran is hard. I'm the problem. But I'm the problem. One second. I'm the problem.
Actually, how can I
language that you don't know, it's easy.
Yeah.
You don't know Chinese, but you memorize the Chinese.
Yeah.
That means it's easy. You don't speak it.
Okay, but then do all of you speak Arabic?
No, I don't speak Arabic. No, brother. I'm busy.
Yeah.
So can I memorize the Quran if I don't read it?
Yeah.
If I don't read the Quran,
I understand, but you do have to sit down and focus.
No, you don't have to. Okay, you don't. It's not like if you don't do it, you're a sinner. Okay.
No.
It's highly recommended. Okay.
No, but to learn it, to memorize it, you have to sit down. You have to put a conscious effort. Not something where you read it 3 times and then that's it.
Yeah, no. It's easy to be memorized Quran. It's very easy to be memorized.
Yeah, but then wouldn't Jews have memorized it? If
Jews,
it's so easy.
No, because but I have to read it to memorize it. If I don't read it at all.
Yeah.
Like for example.
Read it,
sorry, no problem. I'm sorry as well. You know, majority of the chapters are memorized by listening.
Yeah.
Just by listening, I'm memorizing. Yeah. Okay. So the more the Quran, and you can see that, and the point like the brother you're missing here, that is a passage in the Quran or verse in the Quran that this book is easy to be memorized.
Yeah.
And we can see it. We know people don't speak the language of the book and memorize it. We know there's many Christians that they don't speak what they call it Greek, or they speak Greek. They haven't memorized the book.
It's their mother tongue.
It's a mother tongue. Yeah. So let alone you are memorizing the book, you don't even speak the language itself. Yeah. Also, I was gonna lead you to something else, which is the preservation of the book. In the Quran, Allah said He will preserve the book.
Yeah.
And now what we can do, the Jewish and the Christians and the Muslims, if they decide to burn their scriptures, the only scripture will remain with us is the Quran because it's being preserved.
And I agree with that. That is the one thing the Quran has over the Bible, is that the fact that it's in the same language, so it's being preserved.
So how a man that existed 1,400 years ago, prophesizing about his book will be preserved?
No, I understand, and that is a miracle. I'm not denying that.
That's it.
So clearly there are some things that we don't understand, but I still stand by evolution because there
Bro,
is
I'm
so
not
much
talking about
proof.
evolution. Firstly,
Okay,
if
so
we establish,
what are we talking about now?
what we're talking about,
So we finished with evolution.
yeah, evolution put aside
okay,
there.
right.
We're talking about if I establish Islam from God and the Quran from God, logic dictate I should follow God or human being.
I think both.
No, that's not logical. Okay, if I establish, wait, watch this.
no.
If I establish he's the maker of the phone, he's the maker of the phone.
Yeah.
Okay? He's the maker, he knows about the phone. He made it from scratch.
Yes.
If he tells me how the phone works, should I listen to him or to you? If he's the maker.
I mean, if I know how it works as well, and if I've studied it, then I can also give you tips that maybe he doesn't know.
Okay,
or
but
I can
which-
find ways to improve it.
But we study away from him.
I can study it myself.
Because, okay.
I can take the phone apart. I can look at it just like we study nature.
Okay, so therefore, you can take phone. Watch this. You can take your phone if it's broken to any human being to fix it.
Yeah.
Look, if your phone is broken,
Yes.
can you take it to any human being to fix it?
No, but you can take it apart and you can learn it yourself.
No, I'm not asking
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
So you can learn yourself
let's say he's the sole creator of the phone. If I get 100 people and I get the phone and we take it apart, we could figure out how it works and we could make improvements to it as well.
Look,
That's what I'm saying.
that's why.
That's why it's both.
No,
It's
it's
God's
not.
word
It's,
and human
no, it's not.
intelligence and human intellect.
What I'm saying, if you oppose one another, that's why I'm making proper. Sorry, I'm gonna make it more strict.
Okay.
If he says something which opposes your statement, he's the maker of the phone. He said something which opposes your statement. Who should I listen to?
Him.
That's it, because logically speaking, that's what I was going to say.
Okay.
Sorry, I think I missed to add that bit. So therefore, if God, yes, sorry man, if God said to us He created everything and is in control of everything, therefore logic dictates I should believe in the Creator. Let alone the people who are talking about Darwinian evolution themselves they admit is not something scientifically proven.
Okay. No, I understand that.
So why you still believe in it? Scientifically proven. If the scientists themselves, they will tell you it's not scientifically proven.
Yeah, because it's impossible to scientifically prove because we need so much time for it. However, we can theoretically prove something. So, for example,
Is it scientifically proven or not?
No, it isn't. But I'm
It
saying.
is not. Okay,
No, but listen,
alhamdulillah.
listen.
Alhamdulillah. Praise be to Allah, finally.
Listen.
Allah, you got there.
I understand that.
Just
but
need
some things are not. You can't. By your definition of scientific proven, by observing it.
That's not
happening.
my definition, that's science definition.
Okay, yeah,
If
exactly.
you read the Nature, American magazine Nature of Science,
that's
they
right.
tell you the scientific method.
I understand that by observing it happening. But
That's not mine.
There are things that we know that happen, but they happen over such a long period of time that they're impossible for us to observe. However, we can calculate them using maths. We can observe.
That's a
them
belief,
happen.
that's an explanation, it's not proof.
Yeah.
That's an explanation.
Okay, so like
that's it. That's based upon someone's faith.
Stephen Hawking. You mentioned Stephen Hawking earlier.
Stephen Hawking, yeah.
He discovered black holes, but he didn't physically see them.
Brother, do you believe black holes? Do you really believe black holes?
We have pictures of them.
Do you have pictures? I have a picture of a human being flying.
No, we have a picture of black
Where
holes.
I have a picture of human being flying.
Pictures of Bigfoot.
We have calculated distortions in space.
Yeah, calculation is not calculation.
calculations are
Brother, you
really
can calculate something in your mind, but in reality, it's not proof.
No, unfortunately, you can't.
You can't trust me, man.
No,
I'm telling
listen,
you.
man.
But anyway, the point here
That's
is,
just my like, I'm an engineer, so I deal with this stuff a lot.
brother, doesn't mean
And-
nothing. I can be Richard Dawkins, a scientist. Well, it's not scientist like I tell you. He's not like one of the profound and grounded scientists. He's a popular one. He can tell you things. Doesn't so this called which called logical fallacy, a fallacy of apparent authority. Because you are engineers, so I have to believe
I'm not
everything
saying
you say.
that. No, I'm not saying
Yeah,
that.
so anyway,
I'm just saying I've experience with using maths to calculate things.
black holes.
Obviously not black holes. I'm not that advanced yet. Maybe one day, yeah.
So-
but smaller things. I don't know, throwing a ball or rolling something or seeing how far. Like if I hit two objects against each other, how far is this one going to
Yeah,
roll?
okay.
Where is that going to roll?
Scientific method, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. I use scientific method.
Yeah, that's-
But we can apply it further and further. If we use higher levels of maths, we can apply it to bigger
Yeah, which
objects
is
and
another
more
type of
complex
magic
objects.
people are using now. The scientists maths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, have you studied? Like, I'm not trying to be.
No problem. Yeah.
Have you studied any sort of physics, maths, any?
No, not in depth. No.
Yeah, but
No,
I don't
not
know,
in depth.
Just give it a shot, like, and you see
I mean,
how
I mean,
much it
I'm-
really applies to the real
I'm not
world.
nega-
How
by the way,
easy
I
it
don't-
is to predict the real world using maths.
I don't negate everything scientists say, by the way. Yeah, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying, and there's two types of science. There's a hardcore science, and there's science which is based upon pure assumption. One of them is Darwinian evolution, because you cannot tell me scientifically proven. Then when I use the same method they use, I didn't make it up. They made it up. They say in order for something to be scientifically proven, it has to go through method of science, and the method of science is such, such, and such. So therefore, when we try to apply the scientific method on Darwinian evolution, it does fail miserably.
And what I'm saying
Okay.
is that some things cannot be scientifically proven.
عليكم السلام أخي كيف حالك؟
In the definition that you've stated by the people or whatever.
But the science-
they
that's-
can only be theoretically proven because it's such a long period of time.
So it's
right?
assumption.
Yes, but it's assumption. But
That's what Allah said.
listen.
You're proving our
But
point.
we have
Allah said
proved-
that. But they just assume.
We have proved for the assumption. We have fossil records. We have living
Brother.
species, and we can see.
You say what? You have what?
We have living species that we can see share common ancestors. We can observe this in real life.
Wait. You have a species sharing what? Common ancestor.
Yes.
You don't have that. That's a guesswork.
No, we do. We do.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay. So we have our ancestors. We came from the same. So us and the apes, we have
Our ancestors. No.
So your cousin is a
For
monkey.
other species.
Your
For
monkey,
other
the
species.
monkey, yeah, your cousin. Because you came from the same family. Yeah. You go visit them
We have-
sometimes. Take care of them. You should take care of your family, man.
We have a common ancestor.
Alhamdulillah
That's
for
what I'm
Islam.
saying.
No, man. Yeah, if we have common ancestor, there is no evidence. There's not just a belief.
There's no evidence for you coming from a monkey.
Yes, there is. There's fossil records that slowly show.
Oh,
us-
brother,
and
fast.
What would the missing links in the fossil record?
Okay, so wait. What is your problem with fossil records?
The fossil record is not proof by itself. Like I said to you, fossil record is not a proof within itself.
Yes.
First,
What do you mean it's not a proof?
example.
If you find a bone of a dog, that
And
means
then-
that dog existed at some point. Yes.
Okay, now have they find complete? Where is it? This our one, yeah. Have you find a missing link in a complete manner? Not the fossils that you put up together. We haven't.
No, we do.
Okay,
No,
and you said, hang on. You said it takes us a time to evolve. Correct?
Yes.
So there was once upon a time when we had different limbs. Okay, like
Then, do you mean like monkey, ape-like limbs? Or
ape
like-
or something
completely different.
Completely different. But we were different. Like let us say ape. Okay, a part of us was the ape limbs. The other part evolved before the other part. There was a time, yeah. No, I'm saying there is. It happened like this, yeah. So there was upon time when there was hundreds of missing link. How come we're struggling to find the one missing link?
Because obviously, the further back you go, the more likely the fossils are to be destroyed. So if we can find fossils from
Another
500,
excuse.
1,000. No, but it's true, isn't it? If something,
So there's no proof.
If I bury a key for 1,000 years, it's more likely to be there than after 100,000 years. Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously, we have less and less fossils the further back we go, but we still find missing links. And even if we could just
We haven't found missing links. Come on.
Yes, we do.
We haven't, brother.
we do.
Don't tell me about the museum that you see that someone
Yes,
put
we
it
do.
together.
You can search this up.
Brother, you can search many things up, brother. You know, out of respect, yeah? Wallahi, I mean, like,
You can go
when I speak about Darwin evolution,
The British Natural History Museum.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can go.
You can go there.
Someone
and you
put
can
it
check
together.
out- You can talk to the paleontologist there.
yeah, but I don't have to.
I'm not a paleontologist.
I'm telling you what the scientists say to you. It's a religion, and it's even
But they
now,
can show you
even
proof.
now,
If you- no,
even
if you
now.
If you genuinely want to find out and
hold this,
debunk
yeah?
evolution, debate one of them. Because they know everything way better
Have
than
you
I do.
watched the guy, the Christian guy who went to top universities in America,
Yeah.
and he was asking the question I've asked, and they were struggling to give him. One of them, he said, yes, I'm going to give you an observable Darwin evolution. He said, bacteria. He said, so what happened? He said, evolved to different bacteria. That's not Darwin evolution. How bad can you imagine the top scientist in this American university? He said something which is very silly. Bacteria evolve different bacteria. That's Darwin evolution. Darwin evolution.
Evolution.
Is that Darwin evolution?
Exactly,
It's not.
that
It's
is
not.
Darwinian
It's not.
evolution.
It's
That is
not.
exactly evolution. I
Okay.
think you just misunderstand what evolution
It's not,
is.
Baba. You're struggling to prove Darwin evolution.
Isn't monkey to human or bacteria to shark. It's very small increments over time.
I told you I'm not saying that.
And then different species evolve.
I know. But how come we have not observed nothing? Even though you tell me shark has been there over a million years.
Yes.
Why shark is not evolving completely different species?
Because some species are perfectly adapted to their environment and they don't need to change.
Okay. Are there any animals has been there for 100 million of years?
Sorry?
Is there any other animals been there for 100? Which one?
They mainly exist in the ocean.
Huh?
They're
So how come they haven't evolved to become human or something else?
Because they don't need to. There's no need. Their environment doesn't demand.
But you just
them to
told
change.
me in order for Darwin evolution to occur is slowly. So for 100 million years, it has not happened.
The environment has to change.
Allah, George.
No, the environment has to change for Darwinian evolution to occur.
So
yes.
the environment dictates how things work.
Well, yes. But
So
we,
they-
know-
they- so they-
we
so-
also know that the Earth went through
Wallahi,
lots of
look,
phases.
you just,
No,
I'll tell you, I have respect,
no.
yeah? I'm not going to be rude to you. Look, you've been stubborn. I have respect. You just, because why?
Can you just hear me out
Sometimes
this
you be
last
honest.
thing?
I would say,
Can you
look,
hear me
look,
out this last
look.
Okay, so we know that the Earth has gone through phases of change. We know it's gone through ice ages. We know continental drift. There's been lots of changes in the Earth.
Yeah.
As the environment changes, the species have to adapt to that environment, and that's when evolution occurs. When a species has been living on the seafloor for hundreds of millions of years.
Adapting is not Darwinian evolution.
No. Yes, it is. Small adaptations, like a lot of adaptations in a row, leads to evolution.
So if it's going to become very hot here,
it's like, yes, if it became hotter and hotter over millions of years, we would adapt to be able to withstand that heat, or we die off.
Or we change to what?
We just become humans that can withstand heat. I don't know what we become. Like you can't predict. No, but you can't predict evolution.
Okay. And now.
It could be anything from bigger pores on our skin, so we can.
I'm telling you, look, adaptation is not Darwinian evolution.
It is.
Because if it's Darwinian evolution,
that's where we fundamentally, we don't agree.
Yeah, because why? I'm speaking based upon observation. That's what I said to you. I said to you clearly.
And I'm telling you, I agree with you about the observation thing.
Yeah, khalas, that's not Darwinian evolution.
Yeah, okay,
so leave it and believe in God correctly, because one day you're going to live this life and you're going to stand before your Creator. Darwinian evolution was used in the Western world to replace Christianity. Okay, to look for. That's why. Look.
It helps us understand ourselves better and our own biology. And it helps advance medicine as well.
That's why. Look,
it's true.
I will bring you scientists. They will tell you that. They tell you, look, we will try to do anything to keep Darwinian evolution because that's the way to prevent creationism.
Okay.
If they're saying it, they can be honest. You will try.
I understand your point. But can you just do one thing for me, all right? Can you go?
حبيبي السلام عليكم. كيف الحال؟ طيب. دقيقة يا ولد.
Can you go to the National History British Museum?
I went.
And just go ask a paleontologist there to explain to you. You obviously explained it way better than I have.
Brother, I mean, I'm telling you, I heard it from the own scientists most, the top scientists, and they tell you it's not scientifically proven, and they tell you, hear me out,
because we don't have enough time frame to say.
But hear me out.
But you can have theories
so
that are basically scientifically
proven.
So
to conclude,
so much evidence, we can't observe them in real life.
To conclude, Darwinian evolution is not scientifically proven. What is it? It's a faith.
It's a theory. But
it's a faith as well. Faith. You have to go. It's a faith.
No.
And this one, keep this one with you.
No.
Don't worry, it's gonna bite you. Just keep it.
It's a theory that has so much proof that it is basic scientific proof.
However, it's a faith.
We can't do your definition of scientific proof because it takes
It's not my definition.
No, okay, sorry. But
it's a scientist's definition.
No, I agree with you with that. But I mean, the definition that you use, that's what I mean. We can't use that on it because it takes so long. But we have so much proof that it basically
how you have so much proof? You have a fossil. Fossil is not a proof, it's an explanation of a scientist who already believes in Darwinian evolution. If they already believe it, okay, I can use a fossil. Hear me out. I can use a fossil by saying God created different species. Can I use the same fossils to say God did it? Can I use that?
But then then you have to prove that God did it over time, which is evolution.
No, brother, no. Evolution means Darwinian evolution. There's no God in it at all. It's everything randomness, mutation. Okay, so therefore, can I say it's God? If I say is God, therefore you have to reject Darwinian evolution. Darwinian evolution, Darwin doesn't accept God involved in it.
But you're saying, in order for God to work with fossils, that means he has to slowly change.
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying, can I use the same fossils to say God did it?
You could say that God slowly changed animals.
Can I say God did it?
Okay, yes.
But that we guess Darwinian evolution, which is everything about environment.
Okay, you'd only be changing one thing, the fact that it wasn't adaptation, but it was because God just wanted to change us over time.
Anyway, God created us in different species.
We'd still be evolving, we'd still be changing over time to better fit our environments because God just
That's called faith. And that's called blind faith.
What do you mean blind faith?
You don't have a proof for that? You don't have no proof.
Agree that you also have some blind faith.
No,
because
it's not.
It's not.
Islam. It's not. I can prove to you Islam is the truth.
We both are obviously biased in our own regards.
Okay.
Can you acknowledge
Let me
that?
tell you something.
Okay, go ahead.
I just talked about the Quran miracle. You agree it's a miracle.
Yeah. No, but I can talk about... No, but I also have proof which is just as concrete as the Quran.
No, you can't do it. Okay.
Yes, I do. Because we can go down to the museum now and I can show you the proof. It's right there.
You know what's called logical fallacy, which is appealing to authority.
Yeah.
Yeah. This sometimes it could be.
But is that not the same with the
Quran? Sometimes it could be what?
Is that the same with the Quran? Because
no.
this Quran was from...
You not even let me finish to make you understand something.
Okay, go ahead.
We should not disregard appealing to authority.
Okay.
Sometimes we have to appeal to authority. For example, now, if we bring doctors, or who does operation for heart, and someone has no clue, of course I'm gonna listen to the doctors. appealing to authority doesn't mean wrong all the time. If I'm bringing scientists, the top scientists, about the evolutionists, atheists, who are more likely to be biased for their own beliefs, saying evolution is not scientifically proven, saying evolution is a religion.
Okay.
What do you need? You're not a scientist, you're not an expert, you haven't seen nothing. You are blind. Have you seen the fossils yourself and done the test?
Yes, I've been to the British Museum.
Brother, let me finish. Brother, I've been there.
I've physically seen them, yes.
Yes, no. You done the test by yourself and you come to conclusion.
So are you saying they're just testing them, just be like, all right, this is 100,000 years old?
Answer my question. Have you done the test by yourself by utilizing the fossils
because
to
I
come
don't have the equipment to test?
That's what so you are following someone.
Yeah, but so are you. Someone told you that the Quran was Allah's.
Okay, you know what you're doing?
What?
It's like someone telling you raped a woman. Instead of defending yourself, you say you as well. That doesn't help you. I'm telling you.
I'm saying that. Can you not see that we both?
No, it's not. It's not because Islam is universal proof. Like I said, when I use the Quran to be a miracle, even Yusuf agreed, even though you're not Muslim.
Yeah.
Okay? So I never said to you, believe Islam is true because Islam said it full stop. No, Islam it gives you a rational, tangible proof, observable proofs. Okay? Observable proofs that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for example, when about the Quran, the miracle of the Quran. Okay? But when it comes to Darwinian evolution, it's not observable proof. It's a belief and you're just explaining something, which the scientists themselves, they told you that is not proof. Even the explanation goes back to the person's own belief. So because they believe in Darwinian evolution, they start discovering any fossils, straight away Darwinian evolution. I'm saying fossils not proof.
But that's how
it's silly.
That's how we find out things. If he kills you, right, and I find, I know it's
well, you're just going around the circle.
No, but if I find a knife in his hand, then I can create a theory. I can create a theory that he killed you, and then if I find a knife in his hand, then that proves my theory. Yes.
No.
And it's the same with your blood.
Yeah. There's more proof to that. Yeah. But even the blood. But you have the DNA test and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But if you find a knife in his hand and I'm bleeding, and straight away think they done it.
You need to investigate.
You need to investigate more.
No, I understand. Okay. I'm saying, I first go with the theory that it was him, and then I find the proof that he is a bloody knife.
I understand. You connect the dots, as I said.
Exactly. That's what they did.
But fossils not connected to the dots at all.
That's exactly what they do.
Okay, so you're telling me so by a fossil. There's no missing links.
There are missing links.
Okay, so how can you use that? How can you rely all on that?
Sorry?
How can you solely rely on fossil records then?
If there's missing link.
No, there is no missing links.
So there's a missing link where there's half human, half.
Because there's so many evolutions or adaptations, as you like to call them, that happen. It's like over such a long time. You can't find every single thing.
Well, it's not.
Thousands of these, but we can find ones where it's actually just a small jump, and we can come to the conclusion that this species evolved into this species because it could literally be a difference of you have an extra 2 teeth or something.
Every living organism has the capability to adapt to its environment to some degree, but not to become a whole different species. That's something different.
No, but what if it adapts far enough to become unrecognizable from the original?
What if? You can't say that.
Okay, but it's a possibility, is it? It is something that can happen.
If you can't observe, if you haven't observed it according to your scientific methods, if you can't observe it, you can't jump to that conclusion.
Can I ask you something? If you keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, at what point do you stop becoming human?
You keep
And when you become bigger and bigger and bigger.
Brother, you just.
I mean, you understand what I'm saying? At what point do you stop becoming human?
Brother, you just sophistry. You're doing pure sophistry.
Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I mean. What?
You become philosophical now.
No, but that is evolution.
Brother, can you give us observable? You cannot give us. Therefore, it's not scientifically proven.
Because
therefore, Darwinian evolution is a faith.
No,
that's why it is.
It's a theory.
It's faith.
It's a theory with a lot of evidence.
There's a lot of evidence. Is it scientific evidence or?
Yes, it's scientific evidence. You can physically.
So if it's scientific evidence, what's scientifically proven then?
Well, no, it's scientific evidence because you can see the evidence. You can go and hold it.
Hold what? Fossil?
Yes.
Okay, that fossil belongs to whom?
To our ancestors.
How do you know?
Because we can trace it back.
What are they?
We can see this.
Wait. The ancestors, what, human beings or what are they?
They could be a different species. They
there could be. Again, could be no certainties.
Listen.
Wallah, take out yourself. Read inshallah. Read that book then, inshallah. No, seriously. Wallah, you are just, you know what? You are defending something. Imagine Yusuf, you haven't done the test. Yusuf, you haven't done the experimentation. Yusuf, the people that did it, the people that are the scientists, the experts, they tell you, not all of them by the way, the honest one, they tell you is not scientifically proven. It's just a faith that we utilize it to not believe in God
It's a theory, and it's not.
That's it.
It's not useless to not believe in God. It's useless to understand ourselves better.
No,
Understand where we came from. Understand every creature on this planet.
No, it's not. We don't understand ourselves better. حبيبي يا أخي عندي دعوة يا أخي. دعوة يا أخي والله بارك الله فيك. أحبك الله حبيبي. بارك الله فيك يا أخي جزاك الله خير. My point here is that how we gonna understand ourselves better? When logic dictates, if I want to understand myself better, is go back to my creator.
Yes.
So why I'm gonna go back to Darwin, who, let me tell you about Darwin as well. Darwin, he said, how can we trust our brain if we came from apes or from a common ancestor of apes?
What do you mean, how can we trust our brain?
Okay, that's what Darwin said.
Yeah, okay, but how do you
Darwin said, okay, if a monkey now give you choices to do, would you trust his choices?
What do you mean choices to do?
Okay, what I'm saying, okay, let me get you Darwin what he said. To read it out to you. Yeah, we came from the same ancestor. Okay,
yes,
common ancestor.
Yes.
Okay, how can we trust our brain that came from the same common ancestor of ape?
So are you saying our brain is coming up with theories that we came from ancestors, that we have the same ancestors as apes?
That's what you believe.
That what you're saying?
That's what you believe, not me.
What does it make sense? What do you mean our brain?
Okay, Darwin. If I show you Darwin say that, what are you gonna do?
You can show me that Darwin says it. Okay,
but if he said it,
go ahead. But you could just be.
No problem, Darwin. I'm gonna show you when Darwin said that. When he wrote a letter, when he started doubting his own theory. Darwin, okay, Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin says, trust ape or something like that, because I read it. Let me see. I try to get it.
You just look up Charles Darwin quote and maybe you can find it. I don't know if it's popular enough as you say it is.
Huh? Let me see. Scientists responded to my post about Darwin horrid doubt. That's what it's called.
Let's see.
They call it horrid doubt, yeah?
Okay.
Which he said, where is it? I want to take it out.
Okay. Here, wait, go down, scroll down.
Where is it?
Oh, you have to create an account. Okay, that's gonna come.
Yeah, see?
No, I know. Go into images, maybe you can find it. Go into images.
You got it?
Did you find it?
You can read it, but then with me,
See them.
from, this one.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. But I think it just means that in general.
You get more explanation.
I don't.
Read it out, Read it out, Akhi, read it out, please. It's for people to hear. This is one of the biggest doubt of Darwin about his theory.
Horrid doubt always arises whether the convictions of man's mind, which has been developed from the mind of the lower animals, are of any value or at all trustworthy. Would anyone trust in the convictions of a monkey's mind if there are any convictions in such a mind?
So therefore, he's saying, can we really trust our mind if we came from? Because what happened? They explain it. If Darwinian evolution, they explain pure matter. So our mind is just atoms, it's just a reaction of atoms and so on. How can we trust it? If there is no creator, if we came from apes, and it's random, it's a random selection.
But if you're saying our mind is just a thing of matter, atoms, then that means we have no soul. Is that what you're saying?
No. Darwinian evolution doesn't believe in soul.
He never states that he doesn't believe in soul.
The atheists, Darwinian evolution, do not believe in souls at all. We just matter, pure matter.
Yeah.
Because if you believe in soul, where did you get the soul from? You can't explain a soul based upon matter.
But you have a mind, yes.
No, but okay, can you trust if our soul just a matter? Okay, because we don't believe our intellect just a matter. Okay, no, we don't believe that. We believe there's more. There's a soul, there's a nerves and other things. Yeah, which got an intellect which is connected to the soul and to the heart and to the mind. Yeah. The point here is, if we just pure matter, how can we trust it?
Okay, I have to go in like 20 minutes, but that's
But anyway, this book is very important. I always say to you, open your heart. Okay.
Yeah.
And like I said to you, for the last hour, you've been struggling to prove to us Darwinian evolution.
I just think
you talk about adaptation.
Misunderstandings between us.
There's no.
There's
not.
misunderstandings between definitions between us.
No, it's not. And I'll tell you what is it. I'll tell you what is it exactly.
What it is.
Do you know what is there? That you've been brainwashed by people telling you there is Darwinian evolution proofs. And the fossils,
I can come to the conclusion myself from seeing
no problem.
things happen.
You thought fossils is a proof. A fossils is not a proof. A fossils is explanation of something. Like if I go
That
to,
is proof.
if I go to, wait,
That
if
is
I,
the definition
wait,
of proof.
if I see fossils, imagine I bring someone live in the middle of nowhere and he see a fossils, he will never think fossils. Therefore, we came from them. He doesn't think like that. He needs someone to explain to him Darwin evolution. So that is not observable proof.
No, but okay.
That's it.
If you see a fossil of a skeleton that looks similar to yours, but is slightly different, what do you think?
From different nation, that's it. There's people that they have different head. There's some people, go to Africa, go to Asia. Doesn't mean they are completely different human beings.
Okay, can I ask
I
you?
mean,
And then you
and even they found out. They found in Africa where they do. When they have children, they put like something around their neck, so their neck becomes